Hi there, we're going to look at macros now, okay? So we select macros, and then looking at the very bottom of the screen, we're going to record a macro. So let's just see. I select macro record. Now it will start recording once I press my first action. It's either a button on the touchscreen or a button on the switcher. Okay, I'm going to just add maybe 4 or 5 things into this. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, maybe camera 1, and then 2, and add a graphic. Take the graphic away, and then I hit macro record again. So that's stopped. Now to see what I've just recorded and to test it, I go to macro and edit on the bottom. You can see the 6 or 7 things there. What I want to do is go test macro. So if I hit test macro, you'll see the switcher will cut to all the various things in sequence, and just note the time. It's basically taking the time I've given it. What I like to do, because I don't like changing the time, I'm going to set this to 1 second. I'm going to go in here and go ripple to end. So all it's going to do is it's changed everything to 1 second there. Now I'm going to test my macro. So everything's 1 second. See if we like that. Cut the graphic on, cut the graphic off. Maybe we'll just adjust the one at the end just a little bit longer. And that one a bit longer. And then that one a bit longer. And we'll just test it again. And then we're going to just go and save it onto a button onto the switcher. Graphic on, graphic off. Okay, so now that's in our workspace. We're going to save it. First sequence to saving it, we can add it to areas here and areas up here. But what we're going to do is we're going to make a bitmap, or we're actually going to grab a bitmap from our library. You can actually write a name out, or grab from an icon, or grab from a store. So there's various options. You can display them in different ways. What we'll do is we'll go to our pop-ups on the library, and you can see here we've got some preset ones. I like a smiley face here. I'm going to grab that. My next sequence is save. So I go save. Let's go macro number 2. Let's call this keyboards comes up. Backspace, we'll just call smile. And save. Okay, we want to attach our macro. So go macro, down the bottom, I've saved my macro into 2. I go to assign. I've got number 2 there, and it's selected. I go attach and put it to there. You can see my smiley face on. I could also put it onto one of my macro buttons here. I could also actually attach it to any button on the switcher, but we have 3 rows up here, which we can go through, and 8 buttons up here. So that's perfect for just the basic setup. So now it's attached. Let's just run it. That's working. What we're going to do now is maybe append or add something to the end of our macro. So we like what we've done. That's perfect. Now I think, well, actually, I forgot to put something in on the end. How do we do that? We just go to our macro. We hold macro records, and then we start our action. So I'm going to just get ready to do something. So go macro record. It's recording now. I want to go camera 4, camera 5, and I want to stop recording. So you see on the end, it took me 2.5 seconds nearly to do that. So I'm just going to bring the time down, or actually, why don't I go ripple to the end? Let's go 1 second on that. Ripple to the end. Okay, so now I've done that. I've got to go back in and save it again. Overwrite it, yes. And now we're going to, it's assigned already, so we're going to just check that works. So we run our macro. Just a reminder, you've got, per project, you've got 1,000 macros. So that's plenty for any production you might want to set up for. And yeah, that's it. Our macro works perfectly. Oh yeah, just to add, sorry, before we go, I want to detach that. So how do we do it? Macros, assign, detach, or locate. So we can go locate. You can see where the macros are. You can go detach. I can detach any of these macros. So I'll just detach this one. That's it gone. Okay.